America gives you rights. Like America, you have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, but you don't have freedom of speech when you speak against Israel.
Wait,
You can
that's
say
okay.
anything
I mean,
about you
America
can say
doesn't.
anything. You can say anything about
America
American
doesn't
people
have to
or anything
be.
in America, but you say something about Israel, you get
America
criticized
doesn't.
for it.
America doesn't have to appease with every bullshit that you say. You know, I mean, the fact that you think.
Oh, but where's my
Yeah.
freedom of speech at? How come if you talk
Look,
about
you
Jews in
cannot have.
Israel,
You
you
have
get
also
locked up?
limitations. No, this is what you don't understand. How
Hello.
you doing, buddy?
Good, dude. It's you again. I'm here
Thanks.
to fight the Zionists. Come on, I'm ready. I'm ready this time.
All
I'm
right.
here to. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Bring it on, bro.
All right, bring it on. Come on, start it.
So I will tell you this before that.
Ah,
I don't think that you know, but you are kind of. I think that you might be Islamic Zionist, but you don't know.
oh, I'm an Islamic Zionist. No, no. What else am I? Am I anti-Semitic?
Did I say something bad?
No, I mean that's the card you guys like to pull. Everyone's anti-Semitic, I guess, right?
No,
Even
you
though
were
I'm more
about to
Semitic
say,
than
what does
Jewish
it mean,
people.
Islamic Zionist? I mean, last time that we had a conversation, you relatively had kind of healthy curiosity, in a way, all right? Even though we disagree about a lot of things. But I give you credit for that, you know, for at least someone that wants to hear the mindset of the enemy, all right?
You're the enemy, yeah.
Yeah, and you're the enemy too, for me.
No, no, no. We're the right people. We're God's chosen people.
What do you mean? Yes, you are also chosen. I agree.
No, no, yeah.
By the way, as a
we're a
Muslim,
superior race. Yeah, we're a superior race.
no, I know that you're not being cynical, but you know, if you are a Muslim, you also have concept of chosenness in your theology.
No, we look at everyone's equal.
No, come on, man. You have
Our book doesn't tell us that we're better than other people or
No,
it's good to
why?
rape and steal other people. Yeah,
no,
it doesn't-
man. I read
Yeah,
the Quran. Look. You see this book?
Yeah, kiss it.
No, you will
What's
kiss
this?
it. It's
What's
your
this?
holy
Tell-
book.
That's not the Quran. It's written in Hebrew. I don't
Yeah,
read anything that has
but you
Hebrew
know, just to
inside.
let you know, the Quran in Hebrew.
Eh.
You know, just to let you know how much I give respect to this book, that I invested my time reading it 3 times. Not in order to debunk it, but in order to find what I can not only learn from it about.
Yeah, and
know,
what have you found? What have you found that you didn't like inside the Quran? If you beg my pardon.
No, let's talk about the thing that I like about the Quran.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, there's a lot of things that kind of, the whole concept of the oneness of God and how to be a true believer. That's
Yeah.
something that I really respect about the Quran. You know, I didn't find a flaw regarding how to be a believer in Allah or in God, you know. Also find a lot of traits that give a lot of respect to the prophets of Israel, which is our prophets who are also your prophets, you know.
Yeah.
The only problem is that the problem is not the Quran or not even in Islam. The problem is who interpret and to what political agenda they interpret the same text. That's the problem that we have today.
What's that? What does that supposed to mean?
It basically means there's a way to interpret the Quran that can be in a completion with the Jewish people returning to our homeland and see it as something legitimate and joining it and therefore living together, but under Jewish rule, Muslims and Jews.
No. Under Muslim law, you guys can live with us. Under Jewish law, there's no such thing as that.
No, this is
'Cause
where
it's
you're
not-
wrong. Wait, just a second.
No.
Now you say something from your interpretation. My interpretation doesn't say that a Muslim cannot live under Jewish rule, which they are, by the way, now in the state of Israel.
No, I mean, not really. It's because you guys are forced to, but you guys wouldn't want that.
What do you mean?
You guys are forced to live with us because you guys can't get rid of us.
No, I mean, even when we came back.
Yeah, and you guys are forced to let us live in Israel and work with you guys because you guys don't want to do the dirty jobs.
No, that's not really what it is. You're just having now
Yeah,
victim
that's how it is.
mentality complex, bro. Don't be like that.
You guys.
You know more
No,
than
you
that.
guys
I talked to
don't-
you last time. You don't have to be with that.
But so my question is the Jewish people from 3,000 years ago the same Jewish people as now?
Yeah, more or less.
How?
Because basically we keep the lineage not only within the family, that we are continuing the same family tree from the time of the tribes of Israel until today. We also
And how
we
is
also
that?
continue we also continue the tradition, like what are we praying towards, how we are behaving as a people, as a nation, But
Yeah.
by the way, our problem is that kind of affects you. By the way, is that when we went into exile, which was about 2,000 years ago, our national identity went into kind of minimization. That to be in the diaspora or in exile, we adopted a very different national life than what we used to have when we had a kingdom and when we had kings and priests and prophets and so on, And now when we came back, not only that we didn't give answers how to rule ourselves, we didn't even give answers properly how to rule other people in our system. Two questions that we didn't have to deal with. You know what I mean?
So you guys like to rule people, huh?
In our land, yeah. You like to rule people?
I mean, no, you guys like to rule people, not just in Israel, all around the world.
No, you're just now talking like a victim. You shouldn't do that, man.
Oh no! I know for a fact.
Wait, you are as a Muslim. Aren't you striving to rule all over the world?
No.
Really?
No. We didn't rule every country's government. We didn't run the banks. We didn't run the money in the world. We didn't run the corruption that happened. We didn't run all these COVID stuff that started. We didn't run all these pharmaceutical companies. We didn't run all these big things in the world that you guys control and you guys.
No, but this is anti-Semitic trope, and it's a shame for you to really use that.
It's not anti-Semitic.
It is.
It's not anti-Semitic. It's not. It's just the truth.
No, it is. It's proven to be anti-Semitic trope.
See, it's just anti-Semitic. I'm more Semitic than you are. I'm Semitic too. Like, you can't say I'm anti-Semitic when I'm Semitic myself. Arabs are Semitic. Palestinians are Semitic. Okay,
yeah,
but
no.
Also, okay, but I'm Semitic. But
anti-Semitic means anti-Jewish. You know what I mean?
Anti-Jew and anti-Arab too. You could be anti-Semitic towards me. I'm Semitic.
Yeah,
right?
But what you just expressed is something that is very anti-Jewish.
I'm Semitic, right? Wait, but I'm Semitic though, right?
Yeah. But the term
you could be anti-Semitic to me too.
The term anti-Semitic means to be anti-Jewish, not to be anti-Arab. You know what I mean?
You could be, but it doesn't matter. But you could still be anti-Semitic towards me because I'm Semitic as well.
That's in a way kind of true. It depends.
Exactly. Okay, exactly. So don't call me anti-Semitic.
No, but this Semitic. Is you know what I mean. Anti-Semitic means that when you joining the Jewish conspiracy theories and all that.
It's not theories. It's actually the truth. And if you look at it, if you look at America, everything in America that's big, anything that's like big money and like big, even the government, like our presidents, they're all puppets for Jewish people that are over the presidents. You guys tell them what to do. You think America actually gives a fuck about Israel to send money to Israel? America doesn't give a fuck. People in America hate Israel. I'm not saying Arabs. I'm saying whites, blacks, Hispanics. No one in America stands Israel. Everyone's against Israel. But why does our government happen to send all this money to Israel when America itself is going through a shithole, broke, streets are garbage, can't fund schools or can't fund people that are homeless in the streets, this and that, but they give money to Israel? Why? Because you guys run our government.
But they also give money to a lot of Palestinian organizations and the PA. And wait, don't cut me. Wait.
To keep us silent, that's why.
Wait.
Keep us silent.
All right, to keep you silent. But there's a lot of money that goes also to you, and a lot of, power that you have in the UN and power that you have in the National Council of the International, whatever it is. You have also a lot of power, It's not only about Israel, but the thing is,
no, it's about
that you cannot. You have a problem with Jewish power. I understand that's part of being anti-Zionist. I mean, you, let's be honest. For you, the natural situation for me as a Jew, I need to be under your rule as a Muslim, right? Not the other way around. Right?
And it doesn't say that in our book. Our book does not teach us that we're a superior race.
Really?
Your Talmud.
Your book
what
doesn't
does your Talmud teach? What does Goy mean?
You know what? I can ask you, what does the hadith of the stones and the trees mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, because in the Bible, of Christians and the Quran of Muslims, you guys been cursed by God. And you guys give the prophets a hard time.
Yes, but we also have a covenant with God, a covenant which is forever. And if you as a Muslim go against that covenant, you're basically disrespecting God. Because God cannot cancel his own covenants.
God, you guys were God's chosen people, but not no more. You guys are cursed by God.
Where does it say that we're not no more God's chosen people? Where does it say?
Because you guys are cursed. You guys are cursed by God.
Where does it say? Where does it say?
How could you be God's chosen people if God cursed you guys in the Bible than in the Quran? You guys got cursed.
See, I tell you what is the difference between you and me, okay?
Oh, what's the difference?
I can recognize that my people did wrong, sinned, and therefore pay the price. You cannot, however, recognize in my presence about your people's sins and your people's mistakes. That's the difference.
I can recognize that.
No, you cannot. You cannot. But before that, wait a second. But God made a covenant with us. That's also mentioned in your Quran many times. And you know, God, if you compare the covenants of God to the covenants of human beings, you're basically lowering the status of God. And that's heresy. So that's part of your mistake towards us. Because maybe we did, and rightfully so, like, you know, mentioned in the Quran, we have broken the covenant with God in the past, and God indeed punished us.
Okay,
but isn't God also the most merciful? And isn't God in Islam can be rewarding? Yeah. Wait, let me finish. Can be rewarding and also can be punishing whoever he wants when he wants. Yes or no?
No, right. It's true. But at
so
the same time,
doesn't it come to your mind that maybe God forgave us during the years and maybe now?
Oh, no.
No? So you go now against what you just said recently, that God can reward and punish whenever he wants, who he wants.
But God wouldn't mention you guys in the Christian Bible if he were to forgive you guys. When did the Bible come out after the Torah? 500 years?
What do you mean, the Christian Bible?
Yeah.
The Christian Bible, basically the days of Jesus, is about 400 years after the whole canonization of the Bible.
He cursed you guys in the Bible of, you know, Christian. Then the Quran, which came out, I don't know how many years after the Bible, 700 years or 1,000 years later, you guys the same thing cursed in our book. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say is, if you guys were God's chosen people and God did promise you a land, do you think God will actually want you guys as chosen people to go starve kids, kill kids in Gaza, bomb houses, kill 400 people one day in Gaza?
Pause.
If you were God's chosen people, wouldn't you be handed it easy with ease?
Pause, hold on. Because the same thing that you now ask me, I can ask you. We are indeed God's chosen people. And if you were to respect that God made a covenant with us like it's in the Quran, written this land and inherited this land to us for eternity, why are you going against this inheritance, basically causing the war, and instead of accepting wait a second.
I don't believe in the Talmud. I believe in the Quran.
Wait a second. I'm telling you about the Quran. I'm telling you about the Quran.
The Quran does not say it's your land. Does not say
said, I will tell you, I will quote for you.
Yeah,
Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 20.
Yeah, what does it say? Read it to me.
It's in Hebrew, but I will say it in English. Or you want to open English version of the Quran?
Read in English.
All right, in English. I will try to translate it in... O my people, enter the Holy Land where that Allah written to you, and do not turn back or you become the losers. Right?
Go ahead, finish.
That's also what's written in our Torah.
Read. Finish. I know the whole verse. Read it. Finish it. I know the whole verse.
I know what you want to say. You want to say,
you know it. You don't want to read the whole thing because you know.
Quran. Wait, I want to make it short. Wait.
You took the little portion of it. You didn't want to read the full thing of what it says.
I can read the full thing. The full thing is that I'm saying. I'm not avoiding like you think, you know. I'm not like you. I'm not a coward. I'm dealing with the same.
Hey, I'm not a coward. You're a Jew, bro. Okay. You're being a Jew right now. You're being slick.
Slick.
You're slick. See, you didn't want to read the whole thing because you know.
No, I tell you. I know what it says there. It says there that because they were afraid, because they were afraid to enter the Holy Land, Allah made them to be wandering in the desert another 40 years, right?
Well, there's more to it. But anyways, you think I'm one of those?
But in the end of the day, let me ask you a question. In the end of the day, let's see how slick you are. In the end of the day, did they enter and inherit the land or not?
No.
Okay, so this is where you are. Not only slick, you are a liar. Who was King David? Who was King David and Dawood? You want to tell me that after Moses, they didn't inherit the land of Israel and didn't establish the kingdom of Israel?
Where did King David and them come from? They came from Egypt in the desert to Palestine.
King David. You know who King David? Your king. You are Palestinian, right? I'm telling you now, your history. Your history. You know, it's a shame that you as a Palestinian, you don't know even your own history.
Bro,
that's because it's a Jewish history. It doesn't mean it's not the history of your land.
You think you're the same Jewish person from 3,000 years ago, bro. You're not. You guys are not even the real Jewish.
It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter what you say. There's no more Jewish people. We are not the same. We don't care, bro. You can say that even dinosaurs fly until today and are coming in pink shapes. It's fine. You can say whatever you want to say. Nothing that you do or say will change it, you know?
The Quran is the last message of God, and it's will always be the last message of God. You guys did corrupt shit. This is why afterwards they sent Jesus. Then you guys killed Jesus, and afterward they had to send Prophet Muhammad for the final message.
Wait. So we killed Jesus, but we didn't enter the land. So how does it make sense? Jesus was here 2,000 years ago in the time of the Romans, right?
Yeah, but I mean...
So it means that we were here 2,000 years ago.
Because Jews and Muslims and Christians lived together.
Wait. 2,000 years ago, there were Muslims. There was the Quran.
But Jews, Christians, Muslims lived together, right?
2,000 years ago.
What's a Muslim? How many Jews there? How many people there were? Bro, you guys act like Jewish is a race. It's not a race.
It is a race. It is a people. It's not a race. It is a people. It is a people.
It's a religion. No,
it is a
religion.
People. It's okay.
It's not.
It is a people.
It's a religion.
It is a people.
It's a religion.
It is a people.
How many Jewish people converted to Islam afterwards of the whole thing when the message of the Quran came out?
Probably millions. But still, you know, a lot of remain loyal to the remain loyal to the religion.
Okay,
exactly. A lot of remain loyal to the scriptures of Moses and their people.
I can say right now, Jesus is Muslim. Why? Jesus believed in one God and he prayed to one God, so he's considered Muslim.
Yeah, but you know, it was under the Sharia. He was under the Sharia of Muhammad or Musa.
Muhammad didn't come out at that time.
Exactly. So he was under the Sharia of Moses, like we are until today. This is basically what being a Jew is. You have a different law, not the law of Muhammad. By the way, I have nothing against it. I think that the law of Muhammad, like I read your book, is a divine law, something that I'm totally comfortable with, but not on my expense, not when it's expropriating my identity and my belief as a Jew. You know what I mean? But this was always your point of weakness, you know, because for you as a Muslim, instead of understanding that you have a unique and different role than us, and to spread all over the world, you want also to usurp our role to rule this land, you know?
No, you guys want to spread usury and misinformation to people and make corruption around the world. That's what you guys want to spread.
Fine, whatever. You can say and rant whatever you want to say, but in the end of the day, you know, we are here. We're not going anywhere. We just gonna get stronger.
What makes you feel like you're God's chosen people? What does it feel like to be God's chosen people?
It feels that it's a big and hard mission to do.
Yeah.
And what makes it even more complicated is that we cannot fulfill this mission without you being under our rule.
So I gotta be under your rule?
Basically, yeah.
I gotta be your slave?
Who said I'm a slave? I mean, you are now in the U.S. You're under Christian rule. You have a problem with that?
Not really.
Be honest.
I don't have a problem with that.
They treat you fairly, right? They treat you fairly. You have all the rights.
America gives you rights. Like America, you have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, but you don't have freedom of speech when you speak against Israel. You can say anything about
America. America doesn't.
You can say anything about
America doesn't have to be. America doesn't.
You say something about Israel.
America doesn't. America doesn't have to appease with every bullshit that you say, you know? I mean, the fact that you think...
Oh, but where's my freedom of speech at? How come if you talk about Jews in Israel, you get locked up?
You have also limitations. No, this is what you don't understand. No, when you're going to be in an Arab country, do you have freedom of speech to criticize your government? Hell fucking no. So come on. Apply the same standards that you apply on your own, also on other people. That's all I'm asking.
No, it doesn't work like that because America gives you freedom of speech. When you have freedom of speech, you say whatever you want.
In Gaza, let me ask you a question. In Gaza, if you criticize Hamas in public, what will happen to you? Be
There's
honest.
no such thing as criticizing Hamas.
Be honest. Be honest. Be honest.
97%.
Be honest. I am asking you a question. Don't deflect. What will happen to you if you will criticize Hamas?
I mean, of course, you can't criticize someone that's running your government. Yeah, you're right. But 97% or 99% of people in Gaza actually want Hamas. They actually stand with Hamas. None of them are against Hamas. You guys make it seem like Hamas are a terrorist organization. They're not no terrorist organization. Without Hamas, what would Gaza be right now? It'll be filled with Jews. It'll be filled with you nasty motherfuckers.
Why not?
You guys want to
Why
take
not?
over?
If
Yeah.
Hamas, if there's going to be also Jews living in Gaza, and Gaza will be under our rule, and Palestinians in Gaza. Wait, don't cut me. Let me ask you a question, hypothetical question, okay? Let's play what if, okay? I know it's very far from the reality. What if Gaza would be part of Israel, the people in Gaza would stay in Gaza, and they will be rehabilitated. Gaza would have no borders. Jews will also live in Gaza. There will be also synagogues in Gaza. And people in Gaza will go and even live in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Everybody live together, but under Israeli rule. What's the problem?
What's the problem is you guys still, even though it's under Israeli rule, you guys still act like you guys rule us and control us. Like it's like how in the 1800s in America, blacks and whites. You guys want to live, you guys have to live under our rule. Like how when you guys came in 1948, you guys were under our rule. 1946.
You didn't have a rule here, buddy. It was British rule.
Yeah, we did.
It was
no,
British
it wasn't.
rule.
It was under the Palestinian Authority rule.
You cannot deny that. You cannot.
Still, but we're in
But
control.
again, I mean, I understand the reason for the conflict is that for you, it's humiliation to be ruled under Jewish rule.
It's not humiliation. It's just like that's not how we rule in our country. We're the people of the land. That's my ancestors goes back thousands of years back to that land. So you can't rule someone.
So maybe you are Jewish. If you are thousands of years, maybe you are Jewish.
Listen, buddy. Before Jewish people, there were Canaanites. You know what Canaanites are?
Do you feel Canaanite? What makes you be Canaanite?
If you do your research,
what does it mean to be a Canaanite? Culturally,
well, I mean,
for you.
It makes me feel like I own the land. It's my land. It traces back to my ancestors. But since it's forbidden to do a DNA test in Israel, because we all know where you guys come from.
Everybody can make DNA tests. It's very, very popular.
So what I'm trying to say is basically, us Palestinians, we can trace back. We have more DNA than Jewish people do of towards the land. And this has been done by researchers from Harvard, university, colleges, that Palestinians today have more Canaanite blood and Hebrew DNA than the real Jewish people that live now. You guys barely even have any.
I disagree.
Search it. Harvard University.
I tell you why I disagree.
So you're smarter than Harvard University.
I tell you why I disagree.
Why you disagree?
Because it doesn't mean that we do not have also the same DNA like you, going all the way back to trace our roots 3,000 years ago. And it doesn't, you see, like I told you before, I do not need to cancel your story. When you say to me that you are thousands of years in Palestine, for me it's not a threat. For me it's even better.
No, it's a threat for you guys. Because
I tell you now. I record this conversation. For me it's not a threat that you say that you are thousands of years ago from the land of Israel or Canaan or whatever it before it was called Palestine. For me it means that maybe you actually have Jewish, Hebrew, Israelite roots, which is good, which is great. It doesn't mean for me to cancel your story as a Palestinian, but for you it's the other way around. For you to define who you are, you need to expropriate my story and my people's story from this land. That's a difference.
The only thing is that you guys just seem like you guys make it seem like you guys are the Jews from the Bible.
We are. And again, we do not need to cancel your story, but you have to cancel that we are indeed the Jews that preserve the same language, the same culture, the same tradition, the same three prayers. The same three prayers, the same three prayers towards Jerusalem. The same three prayers towards Jerusalem during 3,000 years, not 2,000 years. No, you cannot understand that, For you,
I can't understand
that's a threat because you need to feel this supremacy over us,
You know why? Because the Hebrew language was gone. It was extinct, at a certain time.
Extinct. It was
and
just
the religion was
as
extinct
a
at a certain time.
holy language.
Okay,
but it wasn't never extinct.
So the Hebrew language was extinct, and how did it get back to life?
It was revived with Zionism, alhamdulillah, to be used
Zionism,
as a national.
What else was it revived with?
To be used as a national language.
It was revived from the Arabic language,
and also with some help from the Arabic language. Yes, why
exact.
Not?
So
why
that
not?
means the exact Hebrew language back in the day is not the same as now. It's different.
Listen, the difference is that the language that we have today, it's a little bit more sophisticated than the language we had before. But if you will give me the same text, Hebrew, that was written 2,500 years ago, I will be able to read it today and understand 95% of it.
Sure thing, yeah, I'm sure.
But it's okay. You need to cancel. It's okay. That's your identity, you know.
And the Torah is probably,
your Achilles heel, as a Palestinian.
The Torah is probably rewritten again. You guys are corrupt. You
you see,
look. You spend your Shabbos hiding from God.
Look at this book. Look, you see the Quran. I can respect your book. For me, it's something that because you respect it, I respect it because I can respect you. You cannot do the same for me. You cannot.
Oh, exactly. See, here goes your bullshit. You're acting like I don't respect God's word.
But that's what you say, not me. You said that our book is fake.
No, because I feel like the Jewish Torah has been played with and edited throughout history. Yeah, I believe that.
Okay, so there you go. So you want respect?
Okay.
Give respect back. You want respect? Give also people the same respect that you want to yourself.